Am I dead? Find out on the Hey, You Made Your Movie show.
It's the Hey, You Made Your Movie show!
Cinephiles and filmmakers, welcome to the Hey, You Made Your Movie show. The show where we don't focus on gear and budgets. We instead have honest, heart-to-heart conversations with filmmakers who recently put out their projects, whether they're documentaries, shorts, or features, even web series. I'm Carl Diamond, your host with the most, a filmmaker and cinephile who loves to hear how movies were made. How you guys doing? You doing good? You hanging in there? Staying creative? Have you worked on your script today? Have you really worked on your script today? Have you got your 5 pages in? Have you gone outside with your camera? Have you shot something? Have you taken a selfie? Have you recorded your cat or your dog or your roommate or yourself in the mirror? Have you been creative? Now to the question, am I dead? That's a silly question. How the hell am I supposed to know if I'm dead? How do you know if you're dead? Are you alive? But let's not be so egotistical. Let's get out of our head. Let's worry about someone else. What if a loved one was dead? What if a friend or your lover were dead? Would you go to the afterlife to find them, to make peace? I asked this question because it pertains to this episode's movie, a film out of Japan called Sayo, directed by Jeremy Rubier, who I had the pleasure of interviewing. He's a gentleman out of Montreal who operates out of Japan and East Asia. Quite a character. I think you're really going to dig the interview. Jeremy shot his feature during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic in Japan, during lockdown. That's wild. Before I roll the trailer for Sayo, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. So, without further ado, here is the trailer for Jeremy Rubier's supernatural adventure film, Sayo. Enjoy. Jeremy Rubier. Hey, you made your movie.
You're from France originally, correct?
Yeah, I grew up in Paris and I moved at 15 years old to Montreal, so I consider my home being Montreal and Paris being a wonderful city where I like to eat food and take pictures, so I do believe that I became Quebecer in a way.
So you identify with Canada more than France?
With Montreal, and if Montreal was a country, I would identify with this country, the country of Montreal.
Did you live normally in Montreal, or did you move out to Japan?
No, I'm based in Japan. Based in Tokyo, but
when did that happen?
Do travel. I first went to Japan at 17 years old in a host family in next Nagoya in a small village for 2 months after playing Final Fantasy VII and realizing that Japan was the best country ever. Decided to move there. So then study after 2 years in a film school of Concordia that I really didn't like. I don't like film school in general. I decided either I was not finishing my degree, either moving to Japan. So I went to Japan for 1 year of finalizing my school in Japan, my last year of university in Japan at 21. Then I moved back again 4 years ago with an artist visa in Tokyo, where I've been living for 5 years now. I think it didn't teach me how to get ready for the reality of this world. The reality that who wouldn't be director, who wouldn't do a feature movie, and it was too artsy at the end of the day. And I do believe that there is something really practical about cinema, and I didn't learn it. I learned how to be an artist, but I was already an artist, and I wanted to learn different things. Like, for example, script writing. I had an amazing teacher, but she was all about philosophical concept and stuff, and I didn't want to learn that. I wanted to learn the art of 3 arcs and how because there is a science behind good scripts. There is a science.
Absolutely.
And I didn't learn. I don't know. It was too artsy for me. I wanted to do mainstream cinema. At the end of the day, I do believe that maybe an LA school, but my school was too artsy, and I also believed in technology, and they forced me to shoot in 16 and 35. I was the last generation doing that, and it was whoa. Every filmmaker would be like, whoa. I hated it. I wanted to shoot in Red and in Alexa. I didn't want to shoot in fucking film, and also paying for films the first year. What the hell?
Geez. It's a pain in the ass.
So and editing in Steam back. You have to learn the roots of editing. No, you don't have to. It's bullshit. I was completely against my film school, and I do recommend people nowadays to get an iPhone 12 or 11 and make movies. I don't believe in film school, or I believe in film school only for the networking you're gonna make. And amazingly passionate people you're going to meet there. I just believe that making a movie is a practical thing. It's taking a camera and going out of the world and shooting it. That's what is making a movie. And I see people who have 15 scripts under their shield and don't make any movie. So, and it's so sad because they will disappear in the mist. And it didn't teach me how to raise money, to do promotion, Facebook campaign, Kickstart campaign. It didn't teach me those things that I think are super important for independent filmmaking, and I didn't learn it. I learned how to calculate, if I was shooting in 35, the distance of focus and shit. I don't need that. I truly believe, I was against this whole film stuff from the beginning, and I do believe that now, if I was doing a film school, I will give iPhones to everyone and be like, let's make movies. And they will go to the essence of movie, which is a story, and that's all. Like, but once again, that's my...
I mean, yeah, the iPhone's so powerful now, and I think the last filmmaker I spoke before you shot his movie on the iPhone 6.
Yeah, iPhone is incredible. And I want to shoot a teenager movie in Japan with iPhone 12, not 6, because there is a limitation, especially when you try to get a little bit nice aesthetic and play a little bit with the footage. iPhone 12 is basically a bollocks. 11, you have 3 lenses, you can switch lenses. It's a bollocks. It's a brilliant tool, and I would probably try to shoot my next movie with that, but a kids kind of movie with teenagers and. Sayo is a fiction movie that is really close from reality, in a sense that the most important thing to know about the movie is that the main actress plays herself. That's a fact that people need to know before the movie. She plays herself. It's a movie about a girl going to the Shinto and Buddhist world of the deaf to aim for redemption and to apologize to her sister who died 1 year before. So she goes on this journey to the other world, to the Buddhist paradise, Buddhist in-between world, between where the soul wander before going to the Buddhist paradise. To say a last goodbye to the soul of her sister at the end of the day, and to apologize. That's a little bit the pitch of the movie, and the main actress really lost her twin sister 2 years ago. That's what makes the whole movie something really special, in the sense that it's in between complete fantastic fiction and reality, tough reality, sad reality.
It's kind of on the line between reality and fiction there.
And toward the end, it's actually straight up documentary style with the actor, the monk, the Buddhist monk, being an actually Buddhist monk and not an actor. So that goes totally into documentary toward the end, but in a fictional world, which I think is really nice and fit perfectly the budget of the movie also. to be fair, and it's a brilliant way to stay close from reality and to go back and forth.
And your style, using both, I think it's like early VHS or beta footage. That was Super 8.
All Super 8. Super 8 shot by the father of Sayo.
Oh, was that actual footage of the actress and her sister? Oh wow!
That's how close from reality the movie is. Those are not fictional footage.
That's crazy,
That's really
man.
wild. Yeah, I had to go through the archive of their twin sisters, and one of the sister died, and I had to go through the archive of the family and through I was crying while watching those footage, and I was reading some letter that Sayo sent to her twin sister before dying, and I had to go through the whole family drama in a way, and which was super heavy. That's why I decided to take this heaviness and make it lighter by doing a fantastic movie about this other world, the Buddhist and Shintoism mystical tradition, because I thought that the reality was way tough to dramatic. I didn't want to go that way because I can't. I'm not the kind of filmmaker that can talk about those subjects too close from reality. I need to add a fantastic touch, to dream a little bit, and to hope for better days instead of being stuck in a really, really, really dark reality.
Yeah, and some people I've spoken with before have said that, like, if you go too close to reality, it's not cinema at that point. And you kind of have to take reality and go, okay, how can I make this wider appeal, and how can I make this fantastical? And that's what cinema is.
In this case, it was complicated because I also had to respect the memory of someone, 22 years old, a woman who died at the end of the day. I had to respect that. So I could create a fiction around it, but it had to be so subtle that no one who knew her or her family will be offended by the fiction I was creating around. Because this is really recent. It happened 2 years ago. That's something to be considered while watching this movie. That's extremely tricky in a way, because I need to respect her memory. And I didn't know her. I'm friend with her twin sister, Nagisa, who play herself in the movie. I didn't know Sayo. I knew her through archive, letters, and video Super 8 footage of her childhood. That's how I got to know her. She was happy from the beginning. She's an upcoming actress. She's amazing. And I told her in November, when she told me, I could feel a sadness deep inside Nagisa. I didn't know why. And she kept talking about her sister Sayo in a present tense. And I was like, I really want to meet Sayo, because you talk about her like she's still around. And it happened that she wasn't still around. She was already dead. And so I told her at first I wanted to do a short movie about Nagisa going through the countryside of Japan and seeing her reflection everywhere. And because she sees her reflection, it's like seeing her twin sister. I wanted to make a whole short movie based on reflection and how she sees her twin sister everywhere.
Oh, wow. Through
a reflection in water. But after doing more research, I interviewed Nagisa, and she was on board right away. She was like, oh, let's do it. It's going to be a wonderful thing for Sayo. And she knew I was extremely sensitive and careful, and I would do something beautiful. And so she agreed right away. But then I realized, going through the whole story, that I had too much material to do something just short and poetic. I wanted to do something a little bit bigger. And I mean, it's a 61-minute movie. It's a weird format, but it's a feature-length movie, but it's right there. You know, it's so she was on board from the beginning and helped me all the way, provide me all the information, put me in contact with her parents. Her parents helped too, because I told her from the beginning that her parents had to be part of the process for sure. My dream in Japan is to make Miyazaki-type movie with real actors. I want to create those Harry Potter movie, but with Japanese spirits and Japanese culture. I would love to create those Marvel heroes with Japanese and Asian and Korean and Chinese and Thai characters. So once again, all those Miyazaki can be an inspiration for this movie. Of course, Terrence Malick.
Definitely.
Terrence Malick. I love the pure aesthetic of Terrence Malick. I think I forgot the name of his DP, but Tree of Life and those kind of movie where you have this superhuman feeling. You use super wide lens, close on people, natural light. Terrence Malick, Miyazaki will be maybe my two main inspiration in terms of Miyazaki, just for his spirit universe, his interpretation of Shintoism culture and Japanese myth that I love, and Malick for the aesthetic and the simplicity of his movie. Of course, adding my own touch to that. I've done movie commercial documentary for years, so I've developed my own touch, and it's really sad to say that, but I haven't watched that much movie. A lot of filmmakers, and I'm trying my best to watch more and more and more of those, but I don't watch as much movie as I should. So my inspiration comes also from video games, actually.
Oh yeah.
It's more from video game than from movie.
Like,
I play more video games than I watch movie, and video game like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, you know, where you have
love that game.
Those big vistas,
it's gorgeous.
simplicity, nobody there, and Shadow of the Colossus.
God, that game is gorgeous.
That's one of the inspiration, and Shadow of the Colossus, those kind of game, and you can see in the movie that there are different kind of world, and she needs to get something and go to the other world. So there is almost a video game type of structure in the movie that I really love.
Yeah, you're right. There is.
Because it's linear a little bit. It's more linear than most movie, you know, and also it's linked to the vision of death in Buddhism. The vision of death in Christianity, in all the main religion, Islam, Judaism, and Christianity is vertical. You die, you go down there. You fucked up, you go super down there, and you're a good kid. You go up there in paradise. We have a vertical vision of death. In the Buddhism and Shintoism, it's a vertical vision of death. The paradise is actually at the end of there's a beach, there's the ocean, it's at the end of the ocean. That's where the paradise of Buddhist is. It's not vertical, it's not up there. And so I was thinking, so that's why it's a movie about death based on Christianity will be more and more intense. You need to get up there. But there's kind of something more flat about the idea of Buddhism. Or if you think about it like a circle, because there's a reincarnation at the end. But the paradise vision, the other world in Buddhism is at the end of the ocean. It's on an island. It's the island of Buddha, and there's really few representation of that actually. I've done a lot of research and I try to represent it in my movie, but Asians don't talk about it. Buddhism is the main religion in Asia, with Hinduism is really strong too, of course, but Buddhism is the main religion with a lot of different sects and variation. But Shintoism is proper to Japan. It's a religion of the tree, of the river, of the mountain, the religion of Totoro, of Spirited Away. That's the religion where each and everything can be a god, and that's a religion that is not religion. It's a way of being. It's a way of approaching life, and most Japanese people will not be able to tell you what Shintoism is really, which opens limitless possibility of interpretation. It's not strict like Christianity. Hey, don't fuck around with Jesus. He has to look like that. The cross has to look like that. You can mess around with that. But Shintoism can be interpreted for each and every person. There is no restriction. That's why Shintoism and Buddhism melt, and it became the religion of Japan. That's why also this kind of freedom allow me to play with this religion and to not feel bad about it because I'm not offending anyone. The thing is, the big challenge was that we're out of mask, and we knew, and that's terrible to say, but we knew that if someone had COVID in our crew, everyone will catch it. It was a fact. Just because the regulation were not that strong on masks. Everyone was wearing masks at the beginning, but then we realized we're taking the same car together. We have different hotel room, but we just took all the measure, but we knew that our group of people will stick together, and our main goal was to protect the local people on the island. It's a lot of elderly and stuff, so we made sure that each time we're involved with local people to take all the measure to protect them. But us, we knew it wouldn't work. So challenge was, to not catch COVID, of course. But that's about it, man. COVID was a good thing for the movie. The island was empty, no tourists. Wow. I could get all the location I wanted.
That's beautiful.
The government of the island, it's incredible. The government of the island, the representative of the island, they were so nice to us. They didn't have much to do. They told us when we first arrived, we're like, we're gonna shoot in March. And they were like, oh, March 2021, really good idea. And I said, no, March in 3 weeks. And they were like, what? Japanese people, you have to tell them way in advance. And they were like, okay. And they really helped. We want to push the island is named Sado Island. It's a funny name because everything is named Sado something, Sado milk. Sado, the word Sado is everywhere. So that's fun. But yeah, the people from Sado Island helped, and COVID helped. Just shooting in Tokyo was a bit of a pain because Tokyo, we had to really take all the precautions. So we go to public spaces. We don't bother anyone. We don't. If you bother people or something, they will tell you go away. So mostly Tokyo was mostly of a guerrilla shot, and on the island we had authorization to shoot everywhere. They literally give us. Even we shot at one point in a place, a really beautiful place where, at one point in the movie, in a place with a lot of toys, kids' toys. This place is where Japanese people go to honor the memory of their child who died. The toys you see in the movie are the toys of a child who died, actually. This is a real place. This is extremely, and this place, we're there, and we could feel the spirit of the kids. So, and when we told them we want to shoot there, the guy of the island told us, shoot there, but we don't know about that. Like, they closed their eyes on that because we're foreigners, and I regretted shooting there because we shot outside of it, in front of it, in the background. All the people in the crew lived in Japan for years. We speak Japanese. We respect Japan so much, but this location was a little bit too much. And even Nagisa was supposed to talk and do a whole scene, and she couldn't do it because but those places exist in Japan and they're beautiful, and we treated this scene with respect, and it was linked to the childhood of Sayo. It was so much in a theme. It's not like she was playing Pokemon Go there in the movie, you know. It was clearly something to honor this place, and we treat Japan with so much respect. I mean, this is precious, but they let us shot everywhere. That's awesome. They help us with old lady, with some old lady toward the end of the movie. They appear on the boats. They help. It was really old lady. We do that. They help us get in touch with them. Sado Island. This island used to be a prison. The emperor was sending a bunch of prisoner there, like the rich prisoner. So it's a big island. It's a dark, beautiful island. It's wonderful, and it's a big island too. Only natural location, abandoned temple, forests. Japan, you know, that's the beauty of Japan. You don't need much to create beauty in Japan. I've always believed that Japan is one of the only country in the world where the other world and our world, sometime in the forest, in some places, you really feel that you just entered this new world. And that's gonna be the theme of all my movie in Japan, because I'm passionate about those places, because I feel that gods are still around, you know. A lot of places have changed. They destroy their own culture, they destroy their heritage. Japan protected it. And I feel that the gods decided to stick around a little bit more. They are still living. I believe that gods are still around, they're still everywhere. The truth is, I don't do more than 3 takes most of the time. I'm a super organic director. I make sure that I shoot always in location, the perfect time of the day, to make sure that my actors, they don't have to act so much. The place is so magical. I also make sure that my cast, I'm not casting people for them to play. I'm casting people because they are who I want. I don't really do casting session. I know exactly who I want from the beginning. So they're gonna create their own characters, but they're gonna take into themselves also to act. So, of course, I'm hands-on in the sense that I'm shooting, I'm editing, I'm composing music, I'm grading, I'm mixing. For this movie, I directed to write. I edited with a friend. We had editing the first version. My friend Andy edited the second version, and I edited the third one. I did the grading. I did the sound mix. We couldn't find money for that, so I did the whole grading of the movie. So I'm hands-on for sure, because I know how to use all the tools, and I love to shoot. But to me, my style is really, really organic. I let things go. Also, because we never really get money, that's a style we have to have. I wish to have the luxury to take my time and to sit and to really dig deeper, but because I need to make sure that everything around the acting is helping the act to get the best performance in the least amount of time. I also love to shoot movie in order. Like I say, organic is the way I want to shoot my movie, and I don't know if people can feel it, but and sometimes it's, I don't know, man. It's a weird style of directing, and I don't recommend people to direct like that, but it works with who I am too. I've got heavy case of ADHD, so I love to deal with a lot of things at the same time. I love to be in every aspect of a movie. But I love when things go organically, man. Improvisation. I love when my scripts are minimalistic to open more. My next movie, I want to do a road trip almost movie where it's a lot of improv and we fuck around until we have a movie. You know, I do believe that the experience of making the movie is as important as the result. When I see Hollywood and big movies where the director doesn't know the name of this gaffer, I'm sad. He should know the name of the gaffer and be his friend.
That's a bad director.
Michael Bay being like, let's blow the fucking city. That's amazing. I love his movies. I love big Hollywood movies. I love Marvel's movie. Fuck yeah. And I believe you need a super structured industry to do that.
Uh-huh.
But I would love to mix those kind of CGI, special effect, big movie setup with super reduced team and still have this human feeling to it. Nowadays a lot of movies are too clean, too perfect, too predictable in a way. I believe things can be a little bit more human and let things go sometime. David Fincher will say that you need to plan each and every shot, each and every transition, and God knows his movies are amazing. But to me, you lose a soul. You lack a soul on his movies.
So you'd rather hop in a convertible and go across Japan and shoot a movie than plan everything?
I mean, yes, I would rather. Right now, yes, of course. This Sayo movie is a prequel. I've moved to Japan 5 years ago to make a bigger Miyazaki type of movie, and I was aiming to get $2 million to make it. I made Sayo with $20,000.
Oh wow, that's insane. That's great.
That's a little bit insane considering that the movie is beautiful. Like you can do a movie with $2,000 if it's in a house with your mother. Of course, if it's a drama and it's all about dialogue, interaction with people in a small environment. But my movie is supposed to be big and you're supposed to be wow, it's beautiful. The wow effect you can't do it if you don't have money. So the next one will be completely scripted and more CG and stuff. But I want to shoot also on an island with local people helping. You know, we're not going to the island and be like, that's our rule. We bring the set, we have money. No. Organically work with local people, also natural location, all those things. I will never shoot green screen. But the next one, if I manage to raise the money, will be more scripted and maybe because there's more budget, less organic. But that's the price to pay, I think, to reach out to a bigger audience. And I'm willing to do it and to calm the fuck down because I'm super intense and to be helped with a bigger team. We were like 7 people in the team in Sayo, plus actor 9 people total. That's not a lot. So everyone has to have 3 jobs basically. That's a really interesting question. I do believe that a movie that will fit with Sayo in this kind of spirited way. What is his name? My dear actor who died 5 years ago, Robin Williams.
Oh, Robin Williams. Oh.
Where's a dream come true? What's the movie?
Well, what dreams may come.
Yes.
Yeah,
Watch this one.
Yeah, where his wife dies and
yeah.
I'll cut
and he
that
goes
part,
to the other world to talk to her.
Yeah.
And he goes to the other, and you know what? I've watched it after Sayo. I never heard about this movie, and I was like, holy fuck, this is really close for my story. I had no idea, but you know what? This movie deserves love. And it aged so fucking well. Okay, it's cheesy. Okay, there are like part, but still, man, this is a great concept. I would say watch this one, especially because a lot of people didn't watch it, and that's a fascinating movie. And honestly, if I had more budget, I would have done a similar kind of movie with Asian, more Buddhist style. And I do believe this director didn't do much movies, but this one was special. Yeah, watch this one. Or maybe it's too much, too heavy. You know what? Watch Step Brothers. Because you know what? Sayo is heavy. Fuck that. Sayo is heavy. And after that, you want to laugh a little bit and think about 2 stupid people playing drums and making a band and crashing a boat. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone should watch Step Brother at least once a year.
It's a great movie.
After a dramatic movie. So, yeah, watch Step Brothers. That's great.
Boats and hoes. Boats and hoes.
Sayo, I mean, Sayo just went to Fantasia Film Festival.
That's right.
I do believe it's gonna go online after 1 year. I'm gonna give it 1 year of festivals first.
Okay.
And right now, I had a call with someone for distribution yesterday. It was interesting on trying to sell it. I'm not there yet in the sense that I do believe that it should at least be nominated in 5 to 10 Fantasia level festivals, like mid and big festivals. I do believe it has its own chance for Fantasia Film Festival, at least one big Japanese one. I wanted to travel a little bit more before thinking seriously about distribution. But yeah, I'm sure it's gonna go somewhere. Considering how much of a hustler I am, it will go somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, 100%. It will. The movie will travel. It was its own life, and it's the goal, man. I don't want it to be watched by 5 people in the world. I want it to have a real impact on people, and I'm sure it will. But I'm not there yet, and I'm talking to people to help me, as we don't have anyone really working on that right now. So
it's a process.
Yeah, but I had a good call yesterday with a guy from LA, and he was like, I want to watch it. I love what you've done, and the call was yesterday, and he's thinking of taking it under his wing and trying to distribute it. That's the goal. Let's see, man. I'll be happy. It'll certainly make me happy.
And we'll do a follow-up little short video when that happens. Jeremy, where can we find you online?
You can find me on Insta at Jeremy Rubier, my name, not really original. On Facebook at Jeremy Rubier, my name, not original. And my website is jeremyrubier.com, not original. But I'm a part of a crew of filmmakers named DMBZ. We have our own website. We all work together in Japan and in Asia to make amazing content, movies, music video, documentaries, and it's dmbz.jp. dmbz.jp, and DMBZ stands for Dame Boys. Dame means forbidden in Japanese. Because
that's
we
cool.
do sometimes forbidden stuff. Yeah, we're collective with French, Belgium, Chinese, Canadian, all working together in Tokyo. We all DPs, directors, editor. My friend Artem is also a CGI artist. So we all constantly work together, and we're trying to make more and more and more movies in Asia because we can, and because it's fun, and so that's my production company.
So you said the next one you want to do is a road movie with teenagers.
I would love to do that. I've got 3 projects in my sleeve. One is a big movie in Japan that I've been focusing on for the last 5 years, which is with kind of the same theme of Sayo, but deeper, with a lot of costume taken from Japanese festival Matsuri, with big creature gods on the island, and it's a beautiful kind of a movie on another island, but way bigger. Like it's a whole thing I wrote 5 years ago, and it's my dream to do it, but it's going to take a proper budget. I want to do also a road trip movie in Japan, shot on an iPhone with a teenager who escaped their home. And in March, I'm thinking of going to Chiang Mai to do a movie about the end of the world, because Chiang Mai, the whole mountain is burning around, and Chiang Mai becomes the most polluted city in the world for 1 month. And there is smoke everywhere. And I want to make a whole movie there about how we see the world falling apart and we don't do shit about it. I want to make a movie that you watch and you feel bad about being who you are. A white male in North America or in Europe, fucking up the world, knowing that you fuck up the world and still fucking up the world. A super environmentalist, how do you say? Environmentalist oriented movie. Yeah. I really want to do it February or March. This one is the most realistic one because I wrote the script last year in Chiang Mai and in Chondo. It's on the north of Chiang Mai, in the mountain of Thailand. I wrote the movie last year. I'm going to save some cash and go shoot it, I think, in March.
That sounds wild, man. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. That's going to be wild. And that's going to be probably a dark, cynical comedy. Still looking for a writer to make my dialogue funnier and interesting. I'm a terrible writer. So writer out there watching this video, call me.
Email him. He needs someone to punch it up, man. Get in there.
Yeah, to make the punchline funny, you know. We need to laugh a little bit.
Well, the man is Jeremy Rubier. The film is Sayo. It's going to be released sometime in the future, and we will follow up then. But until then, Jeremy, It's been excellent talking to you.
Sayonara. Arigatou gozaimashita. Tanoshikatta. Arigatou.
どういたしまして。
またね。
また。
So, that was my interview with Jeremy Rubier, filmmaker out of Japan, maker of Sayo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out Jeremy's other works or follow him on social media, I have put the links down below. Now, my friends, I have a question for you. Are you a filmmaker? Have you recently put out a feature, a short film, a web series, a doc? Doesn't matter. Do you want to be on the show? Email me at heyyoumadeyourmovie@gmail.com. I want to talk to everybody. Once again, if you enjoyed this interview, please hit that subscribe button. At least hit the like button. Let's get those numbers up to support indie film. Guys, filmmakers, cinephiles, men, ladies, and the like, I have something to tell you. This is my last pre-recorded episode. The Hey You Made Your Movie show is getting a overhaul. The format's changing. We're gonna go strictly live. Follow us on social for more info. That's gonna be coming in the coming weeks. There's a big major change in my life. I had to reschedule everything. But if you like this content, please stick around. Thank you for all the support you've given me so far, and I hope you stay with me. So for the Hey You Made Your Movie show, I am Carl Diamond, and until next time, keep creative, stay creative, keep writing that script, keep practicing with your camera, keep studying lighting, keep networking, meeting people every day. You can email people, schedule Zoom calls. The only thing stopping you is you. And I can't wait to see all the films you're going to make, but first, you have to make them. I'll see you real soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.